Beneath the waters of Tasmania's southeast coast, a small, extraordinary fish is facing an uncertain future. The red handfish is one of the rarest marine species in the world. With no more than 101 individuals left in the wild, urgent action is needed to prevent its extinction. Fossil records show that handfish in general were once distributed widely around the world in abundance. They have particular characteristics and behaviours that make them vulnerable. Handfish populations have plummeted to critically low levels. Once found in multiple locations along Tasmania's coastline, the red handfish is now confined to just 2 small colonies within a 4,000 square metre area. Habitat destruction, poaching, pollution, and even changes in ocean temperatures have all potentially played a role in its decline. The red handfish has a very peculiar productive cycle. Most fish species have developed ways of dispersing their eggs, thereby spreading the risk to the next generation. Like most handfish species, red handfish instead lay their eggs on a vertical structure, in this case green algae. An adult, presumably the mother, then guards her eggs, which limits their dispersal. This makes their populations incredibly fragile and dependent on highly specific conditions. One of the most pressing threats to the red handfish is the grazing on one of its key habitats and spawning grounds, green algae, by native sea urchin. Tasmania's Seahorse World and CSIRO have collaborated to establish a captive breeding program to help boost the population of both red and spotted handfish. Juveniles are raised in a protective environment before being released into the wild, giving them a better chance of survival. This head-starting approach is a crucial step in the fight against extinction. Experts agree that habitat protection is just as vital as captive breeding. Designating marine reserves around known handfish habitats could provide a safe haven for this species to recover. Without intervention, a single catastrophic event, such as a storm, pollution spill, or disease outbreak, could wipe out the remaining wild population. The red handfish is an indicator species, meaning its decline signals larger environmental issues. By protecting this fish, we're also protecting the broader marine ecosystem that supports countless other species. Stronger marine protection laws are essential. We need to implement restrictions on destructive fishing practices, control pollution sources, and regulate coastal development to safeguard the handfish's habitat. Sadly, it will be very difficult to save the wild red handfish population. Perhaps its gift to the world is its charismatic characteristics, a poster species, to draw attention to the need for greater levels of protection for those less visible endangered species that are hidden beneath the waves. It's important that we work together, scientists, conservationists, and the fishing industry, to ensure we don't lose species like the red handfish. By teaching future generations about the importance of biodiversity, we can inspire long-term efforts to protect endangered species. The future of Tasmania's red handfish is in our hands. With immediate funding, research, and conservation efforts, we may still have a chance to save this species from disappearing forever. The question remains, will we act in time? As we reflect on the plight of the red handfish, we can take time to educate and empower ourselves and others to be mindful and active in how we live in relation to the more vulnerable inhabitants of our tiny but special blue planet.